thought it was a very well-planned meeting and very focused and no rambling, which is, not wasting people's time, and very well worthwhile, and not just sort of trying to identify risk per se, but all the interesting side effects and ripples of taking risks.
So that, yes, will impact your source systems, and you're going to have to do a fair amount of analysis, but you don't start with a regulatory problem. You start with the slicing and dicing problem.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that. I think the whole thing about risk aggregation, I think the process involved in how you're actually doing the aggregation is important, because you have the numbers need to be credible. So that the process to articulate how the number is aggregated needs to be in place, and it's communicated to the different stakeholders, including the regulators.
If you do have to take those risks, I always find you must look around until you find someone who you can get into your company who is an expert on risk. It's like everything else, and they exist.
I think what's interesting actually is that there's a big degree of overlap between what the regulators want and what banks actually need, what people need. So I think one of the challenges is actually, as has been the case with some previous regulatory changes, the regulation has good intent. Banks have good intent in finding ways to get value out of their investment, which is beyond compliance.
So these are the type of transformational high-performance applications we're trying to bring to market, showing the real-time data platform, but also adding some of the logic, but allowing you to take it further to build your own test scenarios.
We are not just wanting to cross Antarctica. We're wanting to cross Antarctica before any other humans do. Therefore, you want to succeed, and one way of not succeeding is to spend not enough time identifying the likely risks. And when you've identified them, don't work out how to overcome them, work out how to avoid them. And the more risks you avoid, even if it takes a bit more time and more effort and more expensive equipment to get sponsored, it is worth just avoidance at all time. Confrontation just doesn't work, particularly when you're up against nature.